Paris Saint-Germain delivered a footballing masterclass, dismantling Real Madrid with a stunning 4-0 victory in the FIFA Club World Cup semi-final. From the opening whistle, PSG set the tone with their intensity and precision, immediately putting Real Madrid on the back foot. The French side's attacking intent was clear, as they pressed high and moved the ball with purpose, forcing Madrid into mistakes and capitalizing on every opportunity. This was more than a win. It was a declaration of intent from the French champions. Every goal, every tackle, and every pass sent a message to the footballing world. PSG are not just participants, but serious contenders for the crown of world champions. The unity and passion displayed by the team were evident in their celebrations, as players and staff came together, fully aware of the magnitude of their achievement. PSG executed a flawless game plan, dominating from start to finish and leaving Madrid chasing shadows. Their midfield orchestrated the tempo, dictating play with calm authority, while the forwards constantly threatened with their movement and creativity. Real Madrid, a team renowned for their European pedigree, found themselves unable to cope with PSG's relentless pressure and technical superiority. Every player knew their role, pressing with intelligence and attacking with relentless hunger. The defensive line stayed compact, snuffing out Madrid's rare forays forward, while the midfielders worked tirelessly to win back possession and launch swift counterattacks. The forwards, meanwhile, were clinical in front of goal, converting chances with ruthless efficiency. The 4-0 scoreline reflected the gulf in quality on the night. Each goal was a testament to PSG's tactical discipline and individual brilliance, as they exploited Madrid's weaknesses and punished every lapse in concentration. The scoreboard told the story of a team in complete control, unyielding in their pursuit of victory. PSG turned a high-stakes semi-final into a one-sided exhibition, showcasing their immense talent and tactical sophistication. The coach's influence was clear, with every player executing the game plan to perfection. The team's fluid passing and coordinated movement left spectators in awe, as PSG demonstrated why they are considered one of the most exciting teams in world football. Now, all eyes turn to the final against Chelsea, with PSG marching forward as clear favourites. The fans, who filled the stadium with their chants and unwavering support, will be dreaming of another historic night. The anticipation is palpable, as PSG prepare to face another European giant in their quest for global supremacy. For PSG, this is a new benchmark of excellence, a blueprint for dominating the biggest games. The team's performance has set a standard that future opponents will fear, and their confidence is at an all-time high. The captain's words in the dressing room echoed the sentiment of the entire squad. This is just the beginning, and the ultimate prize is now within reach. For Real Madrid, it's a painful reminder of the work ahead. The defeat will sting, but it also serves as motivation to rebuild and come back stronger. The players and coaching staff will analyze what went wrong, knowing that nights like this are part of the journey for any great club. The stage is set for a titanic final, with PSG looking to cement their status as world champions. The world will be watching as they take on Chelsea, and if this semi-final performance is any indication, PSG are ready to seize their moment in football history. The star of the first half was undoubtedly Spanish midfielder Fabián Ruiz, who delivered a performance that will be remembered by PSG fans for years to come. From the opening whistle, Ruiz looked sharp and focused, dictating the tempo and setting the tone for his teammates. His energy and determination were evident as he pressed high up the pitch, constantly looking to win back possession and launch attacks. It was Ruiz's two crucial goals that truly broke the game wide open, shifting the momentum firmly in PSG's favor and leaving Real Madrid reeling. His ability to find space in the box and time his runs perfectly made him a constant threat to the Madrid defense. His first goal came after a scramble in the penalty area, where he reacted quickest to a loose ball. With remarkable composure, he slotted it past the goalkeeper, punishing Madrid's early nerves and sending the PSG supporters into a frenzy. The timing of the goal was crucial, settling any early jitters and giving PSG the confidence to push forward. The second goal, once again born from chaos in the Madrid area, showcased Ruiz's predatory instincts. He anticipated the rebound, positioned himself perfectly, and finished with authority. His composure under pressure was remarkable, as he kept his cool amidst a crowded penalty box to double PSG's lead. This quick-fire double from Ruiz effectively ended the contest before halftime, deflating Madrid's hopes and energizing his own team. The impact of his goals was immediate, as PSG players celebrated together, while Madrid's defenders looked stunned and dejected. But Ruiz's influence extended far beyond his goals. Throughout the first half, he orchestrated play from midfield, linking defense and attack with intelligence and vision. His passing range allowed PSG to control possession, and his ability to read the game helped break up Madrid's attempts to counter. His control in midfield was a key factor in PSG's dominance, as he calmly navigated pressure from multiple Madrid players and distributed the ball with precision. Ruiz's presence gave his teammates the confidence to push forward, knowing he could hold the ball and dictate the rhythm of play. In a match packed with world-class talent and high expectations, it was Ruiz's clinical finishing and all-around performance that made the difference. His ability to rise to the occasion and deliver when it mattered most set him apart from the rest. On the biggest stage, under the brightest lights, Fabián Ruiz stepped up and showed why he is considered a player for the big occasion. His confidence, skill and leadership were on full display, earning the respect of teammates and opponents alike. Without a doubt, Fabián Ruiz was the man of the match, delivering a masterclass in midfield play and goal-scoring that will be talked about long after the final whistle. His performance was a testament to his talent and determination, and he left the pitch to a standing ovation from the PSG faithful. Any hope of a Madrid comeback vanished as Ousmane Dembélé struck early in the second half. His blistering run and precise finish made it 3, confirming PSG's dominance. Substitute Gonçalo Ramos added a fourth, latching onto a through ball and coolly slotting home. These goals highlighted PSG's attacking variety, threats from every angle, every player. Even with a comfortable lead, PSG kept pushing, showing their relentless winning mentality. Dembele's brilliance and Ramos's poise were the perfect finishing touches on a statement performance. PSG's depth and hunger were on full display, capping an unforgettable night. Real Madrid's night was defined by a defensive collapse that will haunt them for weeks. From the opening whistle, it was clear that the backline was under immense pressure, and as the minutes ticked by, that pressure only intensified. The usually composed and disciplined defenders found themselves scrambling, unable to cope with the relentless energy and precision of PSG's attack. The backline, typically a source of strength and confidence for the team, looked disjointed and overwhelmed by PSG's speed and movement. Time and again, the defenders were caught out of position, unable to track the clever runs and quick interchanges of the Parisian forwards. The lack of coordination was evident, with players often unsure of their roles and responsibilities. Simple errors and missed assignments were ruthlessly punished. Every lapse in concentration seemed to result in a dangerous opportunity for PSG, and the French side showed no mercy in capitalizing on Madrid's mistakes. The defenders, who are usually so reliable, looked rattled and uncertain, making uncharacteristic errors under pressure. Panic replaced composure, especially in the lead-up to Ruiz's goals. Instead of staying calm and organized, the backline was gripped by anxiety, leading to rushed clearances and poor decision-making. The sense of unease was palpable, spreading from the defenders to the rest of the team. Defenders were caught ball-watching, leaving gaps for PSG to exploit. The lack of awareness and anticipation allowed PSG attackers to find space in dangerous areas, often unmarked and ready to strike. It was as if the Madrid defense was frozen, unable to react to the movement around them. The lack of leadership and organization spread uncertainty throughout the team. With no one stepping up to take control, confusion reigned at the back. Players could be seen arguing and gesturing in frustration, but there was no clear direction or unity. This breakdown in communication only made matters worse, as PSG continued to press their advantage. Dembele's pace and PSG's fluid attack pulled defenders out of position, exposing Madrid's vulnerabilities. The backline was stretched and forced to chase shadows, unable to keep up with the quick transitions and incisive passing. Every time PSG surged forward, Madrid looked more and more vulnerable, their defensive structure in tatters. This was a collective failure, a defensive horror show from start to finish. Every member of the backline contributed to the collapse, and the team as a whole paid the price. The mistakes were not isolated incidents, but part of a larger pattern of disorganization and panic that plagued Madrid throughout the match. The defeat exposes a glaring weakness that must be addressed if Madrid hopes to compete at the highest level. The fans, coaches, and players alike will be left wondering how such a talented group could unravel so completely under pressure. It's a wake-up call for the entire club, highlighting the urgent need for improvement and renewed focus on defensive solidity. The club must now reflect and rebuild to avoid a repeat of this capitulation. Only through honest assessment, hard work, and a commitment to regaining their defensive identity, can Real Madrid hope to bounce back from this humbling defeat? The road ahead will be challenging, but it is one they must travel if they are to restore their reputation as one of Europe's elite. Real Madrid manager Xabi Alonso's tactical gamble, a switch to a four-man backline, backfired spectacularly. The new setup left players uncertain and exposed, with PSG exploiting every weakness. The lack of cohesion led to early goals and a loss of defensive shape. Alonso took responsibility post-match, admitting the experiment failed. This painful lesson highlights the risks of drastic changes in high-stakes matches. Stability and familiarity often outweigh the lure of tactical surprises. For Alonso, the priority now is building a solid foundation before future innovations. Madrid's attack was as ineffective as their defense, failing to trouble PSG's goal all night. The forwards were isolated, starved of service and easily contained by PSG's disciplined backline. A disconnect between midfield and attack left strikers chasing lost causes. Madrid's creative spark was missing, with misplaced passes and no sustained pressure. The team looked bereft of ideas, resorting to hopeful long shots. PSG's defense was rarely tested, making their job look easy. The inability to score even a consolation goal underscored Madrid's struggles. This match exposed the need for a more cohesive, resilient attacking system. PSG's victory was anchored by total control in midfield and defense. Their midfield trio dictated tempo, won duels and starved Madrid of service. The synergy between midfield and defense suffocated Madrid's attack. The backline, composed and organized, snuffed out danger before it developed. PSG's ability to retain possession and probe patiently showcased their maturity. Madrid were reduced to chasing the ball drained physically and mentally. This dominance in the middle of the park allowed PSG to impose their will from start to finish. It was a complete performance, defensive resilience and offensive firepower orchestrated from the engine room. With Real Madrid dispatched, PSG now face Chelsea in the Club World Cup final. The French side carries immense momentum and belief after their semi-final demolition. The final promises a tactical battle. PSG's fluid attack versus Chelsea's defensive discipline. PSG must maintain their intensity, as Chelsea will offer far less space. Chelsea's plan will focus on neutralizing PSG's creative threats and striking on the counter. Both teams have contrasting styles but identical ambitions. For PSG, this is the culmination of a long quest for global supremacy. For Chelsea, it's another chance to prove their winning pedigree. All the drama and preparation have led to this moment. The stage is set for a final worthy of crowning the world's best club. The 4-0 result sends PSG and Real Madrid on divergent paths. PSG heads to the final with confidence and momentum, aiming to replicate their masterclass. Their focus, recovery, preparation, and one last push for the trophy. For Madrid, it's a time for introspection and rebuilding. Alonso frames the loss as a learning experience in a period of transition. The defeat exposes areas needing urgent attention: defense, tactics, and mentality. PSG's win could propel them to their most successful season ever. For Madrid, the road to redemption begins now, guided by the lessons of this humbling defeat.